Pike was officially closed 2.5 years ago, I created a Facebook group that would help continue its story. During those 2 years, I dedicated a lot of my free time into studying the history of both forts, and I've learned a lot along the way. With the Facebook group, I kept people informed about the current status of the fort. A little over a year ago is when the fort actually was really shut down. Closed completely to the public, in the fall of 2017 I really wanted to gather a group of people together to help start a cleanup. But I did not have enough support for that. It wasn't until the Times-Picayune's website, NOLA.com, made a video in February 2018 that talked about the fort in more detail. The result of this video increased awareness about the fort on not just my side but others like mine. At that time, I thought that now I really have a chance to get something really done. Little did most of the public not know during this time of that article that was done by the Times-Picayune that during Mardi Gras of 2018, Fort Pike had a break-in and vandalism of the property. I always check social media outlets for history and videos of either fort, and one day a video surfaced on YouTube that showed people with a drone, but also inside the fort itself. I had known for quite some time that the fort was locked up, but what really had my attention were those people walking around on top of the center building, also known as the Citadel, which can only be done by dangerously climbing up the almost 200-year-old brick building. I knew that I had to go and do an investigation of the fort, and it went a week after the video was released. When I pulled up and I saw a upside down flag raised on the fort, I knew that something was wrong. When I got around to the front entrance of the fort, I saw that the main door was broken off its hinges. A lock was cut in 2 pieces on the ground. Kicked boot marks were clearly seen on the door, and broken bricks were found around the front door, and signs of them being thrown at the door. On the inside, more evidence of bricks can be seen thrown around inside the fort, particularly against the Native American plaque, and the flagpole line was also cut to raise the old flag upside down. No other damage was observed. Upon leaving, I was checking out the other areas of the property when I happened upon the small park ranger's office. As I was walking on by, I was hearing music, and I said to myself, this is going to be bad. Slowly walking on over to the ranger's office, I saw windows were broken. I saw the front door was open, and I saw glass was all over the place. On the inside, the entire office was torn apart like a bull in a china shop. Desks were raised upside down, paper was all over the place, and in the middle of it was a radio on the floor playing music. I went around to check out other parts of the property. The storage sheds nearby were also broken into, items were vandalized as well. I called the cops shortly after and notified the state immediately. With the state budget being so low for Fort Pike, the best that could be done was putting steel bars on the fort's cannon ports and fixing the front door of the fort so it could be locked up again. When we last did a cleanup there back in June, the ranger shack was still in shambles. Months later, in May of 2018, a day after our cleanup, there was a collapse on a portion of the Citadel. It may have been caused by people trying to climb up on top of it, or it might have been damage caused coincidentally by a small earthquake in the Gulf that same morning. Regardless, the fort needs our help. It really needs help badly. It was a good park for some, and a great park with many fond memories for others. If it doesn't get the help it needs, then eventually nature will take it back from us.